We're going to talk and start off by the power of aroma, which is often underestimated. So let's have some fun, and we're going to start by a little visualization. So I'd like everybody just to start by closing your eyes. And I want you just to picture it's a Friday night, and you're going to head to the movie theaters. And you're just picturing yourself walking in, and you open up those front doors, and I want you just to take a deep breath in. What are you smelling right now? Could it be that salty, buttery popcorn? Yes, that's right. Popcorn is such a powerful aroma, just like many of all the aromas, that it drives moviegoers. 75% of them will go and buy popcorn just from that aroma alone. Talk about power of aroma. Okay, second, close your eyes again. I want you just to visualize next. And in this next one, I want you really to be thinking about what is happening in your body as you are going to smell this next aroma. So you're at your kitchen counter. You're pulling out a fresh citrus. Maybe it's a grapefruit. Maybe it's a lemon. And I want you to picture yourself cutting it in half. Take it right up to your nose. And I want you to just take a deep breath right now, everyone together. What are you feeling within your body in this moment? Is your mouth watering? Are you maybe feeling energized? Are you feeling uplifted? Maybe as you take a deep breath, does it calm your body? Again, amazing, the power of aroma within our body. Okay, eyes open. This last one I just want to talk about is we often have a lot of aromas when we go to special places like our friend's home or our own home. I want to just share this personal experience because it is so much power of this aroma that's 35 years later. My mom loved entertaining, and so she would literally get all ready, and she knew the power of aroma even back in the 70s and 80s. She would have simmering on the hot pot on her island stove cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove, and it would fill the whole entire house with this amazing goodness. I would even remember smelling it from my bedroom upstairs. What emotions this invoked in me was a sense of warmth, calm, relaxation. I remember as this aroma was permeating through the house, I remember guests coming in and feeling excited, uplifted, happy, joyful, all just when that cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove was simmering on the pot. So there is tons of power in aroma. Now, I'm excited to share this next slide with you because these are some amazing stats. Often, again, as I said, it's underestimated. Oh, sorry, have you been able to hear me? Okay, just tell me if I have to put it closer. Scent is the strongest scent linked to our memory and emotion. So just think about that for a second. All of our senses, scent is the one that is the strongest, that is linked to our memory and emotion. Saying that, check out this first stat. 75% of emotions generated every day are due to what we smell. 75% of all emotions to what we smell. We are 100 times more likely to remember something we smell over something we see, hear, and touch. So when you're thinking about your spas, if you want this experience to be memorable, really, are you thinking about the aromas, these pleasant aromas that they want to take back with them? Remember your spa. Second, research shows that there is 40% improvement in our mood after being exposed to pleasant scents. Amazing. And third, we recall scents with 65% accuracy after 1 year. So if I come to your spa March spring break, just imagine that a following year later, I can recall with 65% accuracy the aromas that I smelled at your spa a whole year later. Incredible. Very powerful.
So the olfactory system in our bodies is an amazing system. It's our sense of smell. And what's so cool about that sense is that it actually affects your mind and your mood as well as your physical body. So when you take a breath especially if it's something that smells so good, which I was thinking of the popcorn. I was kind of zombie walking to the, I don't plan on popcorn ever at the movie theater, but you just get into that mode and you're like, I need the popcorn right now because it makes me feel good. So you're taking that deep breath. It's actually traveling to the limbic system of your brain, and in that place, that's where your brain is either sending you into the fight or flight mode or the relax and digest mode. And especially in a spa, people are going for that relax and digest mode. So that's what you want any kind of aromas in your spa to direct people to, is so that their body is affected as well as their mind and their emotions, so that they leave the spa thinking, that was amazing, I felt safe, I felt calm, especially right now with everything that's going on. That's what people are searching for. So you just want to make sure you're enhancing that experience and utilizing the olfactory system to your favor.
And along with that, I love how you can really just use aroma to customize. So you just think about what somebody needs in a particular day. If it's they really need energizing, or they're coming in, I really need to feel relaxation. They can do that with just certain aromas, which is amazing. Okay, what is scent marketing? So this is when we use scent to really create wonderful emotional connections. It's more memorable. We're using the scent in our spas to elevate mood and a person's level of enjoyment. It improves the quality of the service. As we know, any scented areas are perceived as higher end and luxurious. It builds your brand. A pleasant scent triggers the association with the brand and a connection that they will have with it and remember after they leave, and it generates profits. So we've talked about how impactful aroma is. We've talked about how it's connected to the memory, and the mood changes with all of that, and the science behind it. But let's get into the dollars and cents. Is this really going to generate profits? So check out this first slide. In the next 10 years, the value of aromatherapy market is expected to rise from $5.9 billion to $12.9 billion. Just think about that for a second. Do you want to get some of that market share right there? Second, research shows 63% of consumers have chosen one brand over another due to more pleasant aromas. Third, today scent marketing has generated worldwide profits over $200 million. And I love this last one. Customers spend 20% more in scented area spaces and linger 44% longer. So just think about your retail space. Is that have a pleasant scent that people really enjoy and they love and they just breathe in and say, oh, I just love it in here. Where they want to linger longer, they'll spend more and your profits will rise. So next, a lot of times say, okay, great, Carrie, we get the picture. This is huge. I want to get in on this. Well, what aromas then? So let's talk about next simple blends and why natural are best. So when we talk about blends, we're talking about our essential oils, particularly that are from the natural plant. What we love about blends that research has shown through all our research is blends are layered with different aromas that have multiple benefits. So when the guests come in, they can smell all the different layered of blends, and it really speaks high end. Not only that, but you know that this is a scent, a blend, that they can't just go on Amazon and buy. So it's going to generate more profit to you because it's something unique and special to your particular spa. Then why simple blends? Well, through our research, we have found that our minds love to be able to detect what you smell in a certain aroma. So it loves when you can walk in and say, I smell that eucalyptus and spearmint. That is amazing. Whereas if it's something that's more complex, maybe it's 8 or 9 different blends, our minds don't feel as relaxed. It's like, what is that? So that's what research shows. And then how about natural? Well, we all know that our minds and bodies function so much better when we eat food that comes from nature, when we use products that have ingredients that are found in nature, and when we breathe in air, not in, toxic areas, but when we breathe in air in natural spaces like in forests, or that's why I love walking all the time, because I love walking through past gardens and breathing in those botanical gardens that make me feel so much more calm and relaxed. So saying all that, the natural, I wanted to quote from Barbara Close, the CEO and founder of Naturopathica. Synthetic or altered oils, she said this in an article as she was interviewed. Synthetic or natural or altered oils have little or no therapeutic benefits and may lead to adverse effects like headaches and irritation. Again, synthetic or altered oils have little to no therapeutic benefit.
Yes, especially as people are looking for more natural, more organic these days, to be able to provide something that would have the benefits of aromatherapy, but also you'd have little to no reaction to essential oils. Essential oils are from nature. They come from the petals, the leaves, the rind of an orange, the root of a plant, and through those they're extracted. And then the way we create blends is using those single notes to build on to create that blend. And each essential oil has specific components within it that helps relax you, helps calm the heart. And so you're looking for essential oils like maybe lavender helps Carrie relax, but for me it doesn't really work. So I'm going to add some Roman chamomile to lavender or layer essential oils that help relax so that you have a better chance of it affecting more people in the same way. It's not like a prescription or a medicine where you know this will take your worries away. This will calm you down. So you're layering those essential oils to make it a more powerful combination of oils.
So to end up here, we wanted to leave you with really a practical ways. How do I implement this aroma into my spa so I can elevate my spa, increase my revenue, and have my guests continue to come back? So we're going to highlight Kohler Water Spa. For those of you that don't know, their destination, Kohler Water Spa, along with the American Club, is the Forbes 5-star rated for the last 10 years. They also have 4 other spas globally. And when we sat down with the spa director and worked on different projects, what we absolutely love is just hearing the story over and over about how they came up with their signature scent, aroma, and how they use signature treatments, using the power of aroma to create those memories and have people continue to come back, satisfaction, and keep that 5-star rating. So they decided, Kohler Village is this quaint little village, has a lot of history behind it. And so the story went back in the 1920s that people that would move into Kohler, the women of Kohler would come and greet them with a stalk of hollyhock. And they would greet them at the door, welcome that you've moved into our village, we're so glad you're here. It spoke of kindness and being a part of a community. So Kohler Water Spa wanted to add that into their culture, and so they picked hollyhock to be their signature scent. What they did to make it successful is they infuse it throughout the whole entire spa. So when you are showering and shampooing, you're using shampoo, the hollyhock, that's their signature with their branded. Their shampoo, the mist spray, the body lotion. Not only that, but also they know the power of really first impressions are huge. So when you come and you're greeted at the front desk, you're given a little bag of seeds it's seeds to plant your own hollyhock, which again just speaks when they hear and talk about the story, right away they feel, oh, this is a place of kindness and connection and community that I love. And you're greeted with a warm towel that has a beautiful aroma that again builds that connection. Tips when we talk about selling, the spa director there talks about talking to her staff particularly about not just going out and make sure you're selling this or selling that, but really asking what the guests are needing. When they came for this experience today, how can we give you an experience, again with the recession, that you can go home and take home and really enjoy? And they really talk about, how did you feel today? You needed rejuvenation, you said. Did that, meet you where you needed, or did that meet you where you were at? Or how about you were doing our lavender rain treatment? So they talk about that and then really going out to their floor and bringing that home for them and having that available for them. Also, staff buy-in is really important. As we've worked on projects, they bring aromas back. Really said, you know what, she knows with the question about, she said, everything sells better when our staff is on board. And so they have them be a part of the process of, what aromas do we want to be using, which in our, different treatments, and our signature scent, and and then when they're on board, the staff, it's so easy for them to talk about, sell it, and we know those are our sales team right there in the treatment room. Diffusing it, the aroma throughout. Signature scents and scented areas, as we know, just speaks luxury, high-end. And then on our next slide, just talking about that signature treatment. So they developed this Lavender Rain signature treatment that, again, as I had talked about, she talks with her selling team. This is a picture of what they had developed. So they're using the lavender scrub in the treatment and all the different things. And then they can literally go out to their retail space and say, would you like to bring this home? Yes, I would, and I want to give this to my mom and my grandma, and the teacher that my son has, they would enjoy it too. So then they have the scrub, they have the shower mist spray, they have the lotion, the lavender lip, and they go home, and they literally can have their own little treatments for weeks on end, and then be remembered to come on back and schedule their next treatment. So this is really just a great way that customers are satisfied and increasing your revenue. Texting Nikki, the spa director last week, I said, what other things would you say, or just leads to this success? Keeping your 5-star rating and your great revenue. And she said, oh, Carrie, without a question of a doubt, our hotel amenity. She said that completely ties in. Everyone that is staying at all of our lodges, they had the Ryder Cup there last year, the championship golf course they had, and she said they're all exposed in the hotel. They have an amenity with amazing aromas. That's, our rest mist spray. And so she just said, I think that just ties people in. They smell the aroma. They want, what is this smell? Even if they can't get into our spa because we're booked, she said they'll come and shop. And it ties, so it's a whole market right there that we get to see and generate. And then lastly, she said, really, our goal is that when people come to a Kohler Water Spa of our 5 locations, they're going to get the same thing at each place. There's consistency. So you walk in and I'm going to get the same royal treatment at each place. Oh, I can't wait. It's kind of like when you go back to your favorite restaurant. Oh, I can't wait to get that tuna bowl. It's so amazing. And the great, aromas that are around that. So anything I'm missing?
No, I think just as Hannah said, hopefully the recession is not going to be bad, but just planning for that. Being able to provide this for people to be able to bring home is really key. A lot of emotion gets tied up in aromatherapy, addiction to an aroma, especially just when people have said, their daughter will hug them more because they smell good, or they're so much more calm because they enjoy the aroma. Being able to provide that for people to bring home, as well as the consistency with your brand and people knowing what your spa smells like.
And before a takeaway,
Yep.
On a final note, I just wanted to mention, remember that simmering pot? I was going through this talk at my home office last week of Power of Aroma, and I just happened to look over at my diffuser. And I'm diffusing one of our holiday blends, which is called Comfort and Joy, and guess what it is? Cinnamon, nutmeg, and orange. And I looked over at my desk, and guess what I'm drinking? Cinnamon tea. And in that second, I reminded myself, of course, I am so drawn to these amazing aromas because I have that memory from 40 years ago of literally living in a home that felt warmth. It reminds me of warmth. It reminds me of comfort. It reminds me of relaxation. And so I want to bring that every day. Okay. So that's what we want, is to create that, figure out what that looks like for you and your spas, so you can elevate your spas, bring in more profit. People want to keep coming back. Their mood's increased. And a year later, they're going to be remembering 65% accuracy what that smells like at your spa.
So thank you. We're just going to leave you with a couple questions to think about for your spa. How does it smell? How do you want it to smell? Do you already have a signature aroma? And does it generate revenue? Because it should. What experience do you want to give your guests? And what can you provide for them to take home? And if you have any questions, let us know. We'll be here, obviously. And it doesn't matter what company you use. You just want to make sure that it's tying people into your spa and your experience, and it's something that they can remember with accuracy, but also remember the feeling that they received at your spa.